Good afternoon, everyone. I hope all you're doing good in these bad times. I hope this time will help us to learn together. And thank you so much for all of you to join us back after a few weeks. I wish this community will continue to grow with a lot more people. And we encourage all of you guys to come together and learn together to create an amazing libraries so that our developer ecosystem and the developer world can enjoy these libraries. So today my talk will be very simple. I'll not take a lot of time, and I would like to give you very brief details how you guys can come forward and start contributing to this community. So we encourage obviously all the developers. So we will be happy when we can contribute more and more developers are using our work. So that's a great part of it. And before I go and talk about how to contribute, a lot of guys, a lot of people have asking me the questions, why reusable components again? And I just thought I'll do a brief introduction again once again. And there are a lot of components which are there on GitHubs for Android and other platforms. And we do in this community encouraging the same work and in more professional way, more organized way, and more systematic way, so that people can learn these platforms and then start contributing. And also these components, we want to make them more configurable so that they keep growing. And when developers are using these components, they don't waste a lot of time in understanding the entire code and trying to reuse, but they can use some configurability which is available in these libraries, and then they can make use of this library more comfortably and easily. That's the whole objective of this community. I think you all guys know it, but I just want to reiterate it, just to give an example here. When I'm trying to build my login experience for any mobile app, so I could use, Facebook login, or, different kinds of login or OTP login, and I would able to use different themes, and all this functionality should be available in a single library so that a developer can configure it and needs whatever he want, can just pick it so that he can enjoy the code, free code, and also no need to spend a lot of time in understanding what is written and focus on his business logic. I think this is what is we are looking at. And similarly, an example of home screen, which I always repeat, these are the very common experiences what we are trying to bring in by a lot of apps. And I would suggest we can build some similar kind of an applications, libraries, which many people can use in coming days. So with that, I would like to take you through the entire contribution workflow. So how a person, a students from a university, a guy from outside can come and, develop a library here in this community. The first of all, foremost important is every person who want to contribute here has to choose platform, in which platform you want to work. So probably I want to work on Android, I want to work on iOS, I want to work on HMOS, or I want to work on both Android and HMOS together. So first of all, you should have an idea that in which platform you want to build yourself and contribute more and more. And obviously all platforms are important. And we do believe that, building libraries for every platform is quite important in this community, because we always believe that we should have a forum where, all the platforms are given equal importance and same libraries are available. Because if I want to develop a solution, a mobile application for the consumers, I cannot just build a solution for Android and keep aside, right? Because I cannot reach all the consumers if I only develop for one platform. I have to make sure that my application is built for Android, iOS, HMOS, all the platforms which are popular in this world. So that is the most important fundamental reason or philosophy why we initiated this community. So we want to make sure that the libraries are available for every platform, which is very popular and people are using. So once you choose your platform, and obviously you may be good at, already you may have some experience. For example, you have selected Android, you may have already some experience in Android, or you may not have an experience in Android, right? Or sometimes HMOS, you may have some basic understanding, but you may not have enough knowledge or enough capability to develop something in this platform. So this community will help for you to learn the basic capabilities which you need so that you can start contributing, in a small application development or small library development. So the next step is learning. So you have to actively join all the training sessions we are going to conduct in this community going forward. Probably every month, every week at least, we are expecting to be have one important training on all the platforms, Android, HMOS, and iOS probably. And based on the speakers, industry experts availability, we should be scheduling these trainings. And I will be giving a brief introduction about these trainings, what we are planning in coming days. So you have to spend about a week or few weeks time, not a week time, few weeks time to learn some basic capabilities which are needed for you to start developing. So that is the second step. And the third one is obviously once you have some good capabilities, then you can choose one library. Probably you can start with a very low complex library, or if you are a very good programmer, probably you can choose a complex library or a small application template. So we from the community, we will keep a big backlog of list of libraries which have to be developed for each platform. So we are going to make them available, the list which we believe that are useful to the developers based on our expertise in last 20 plus years in the industry, so that you can choose something which is very useful to all the people. So once you selected your library, then you should, for example, if you have selected a library for Android, then you can also check whether similar kind of behavior has been implemented on other platform, for example, in iOS. And you have selected a library for HMOS to develop, you can check whether this library is available in Android. Or if it is, you have selected Android, you can also check whether this library is already implemented in HMOS. Because most of this functionality behavior is same, and UI flow is same, and UI experience may be more or less similar. So you could reuse a lot of code from these existing similar libraries which are there already. So we would be giving some references, some information for this library. There exist some similar libraries or same kind of libraries in some other platform. So first, obviously, the developer who want to go ahead and develop need to pick and check whether any similar library is available. If you are picking, you can choose, a library which is not there in backlog. We don't restrict anybody to choose only from this backlog. This is only a proposal. The community experts going to put on the website, which are the libraries. We encourage developers to take it and do it. But obviously, you can choose a different library and then start contributing if you believe that that is going to be useful for many developers, right? Then once you choose a library, you can connect with the mentors which are available in this forum. They're going to help you how to develop or how to reuse this code. Who are experienced mentors are going to be available. So or you are going to use these mentors to help to design this library, where you are going to learn again how to build a reusable component, which is one of the interesting and important capability a software engineer is supposed to possess in his career. So you can learn this capability of designing a reusable component from our experts, mentors who are going to be available in this forum. And then with the help of them, you can continue to develop and keep submitting your code, so that the mentors can review or committers can accept your code and get checked into the respective library GitHub. So this is the high level workflow you have to follow. Obviously, you have to spend some time in attending some trainings, learning some predefined material which we are going to propose and suggest, so that you people can follow this. I think most important one point I want to tell you, you have to have a passion to do this. So once you have a passion, I think you can always build an amazing library. So we have put out some set of libraries already on the list, which will be useful to be developed. Which these are the GitHubs which are available, and so we do also as planning to conduct a few trainings, platform basic programming trainings on Android, HMOS, and iOS in coming few weeks. I encourage people to join, and we do also made a lot of documentation available for all of you guys to understand what needs to be done. So first documentation, I request all of you to go through is importance of the libraries and the rule book, which I'm going to show you high level in the next slide. And then there will be a library development guide for Android and HMOS. So where you can go through this library development guide, and this guide will take you through step by step to understand and deeply build your capability. So we'll handhold all of you guys and help you, because a lot of mentors are there with us who has joined this community, experts from industry. They will going to mentor you. They will going to. This is the one unique difference in this community what we have compared to any other community you see in the world. Now we have a lot of mentors. We engage in this community, technical experts with 10 years, 15 years of experience in industries and MNCs. They are going to mentor you how to develop, and they will going to handhold you for some time. And once you become an expert in developing these kind of libraries, I think you can become a mentor and you can guide many more developers to come. That is the idea. So here we have listed some library list, and this list will be keep growing. We hope that we can put out more than 200, 300 libraries available to the developers so that they can develop these libraries. And then we also prepared a Android training curriculum, which you guys can find this document through our website and through our Slack channel after this meeting. So we give you a step-by-step directions, how to study, for the basic knowledge of Android, and some of the video training materials will be, because if you go to Android, you have hell a lot of millions of content on the internet. Now you may not have time to go through all of them, and you don't know which one to choose, which one not to choose. And here our experts are not who has a lot of knowledge in Android, worked for last 20 years, has kept very simple documentation sequence and set of videos for you where you can go through them and then read by yourself, or there will be trainings every week conducted by these experts, and these video trainings will be recorded and made it available for all of you. And when your free time is there, you can take these trainings and get used to and build some basic capabilities. If you are not familiar, if you are familiar, then you can directly jump into picking a library and start contributing to that. Similarly, we have also drafted out an amazing training plan for HMOS, which will be, I just put it the high level schedule over here. And some of the experts from HMOS who has designed the operating system and worked on this for some time are going to train you again. And this will give you a good opportunity for all of you guys to learn a new distributed operating system for consumer products. So I encourage all of you to join these trainings and learn. And I also encourage people to work on more than one platform at the same time. The reason is that it will help you to build similar libraries and make them available for many people, so that your capability also will be expanded beyond a particular platform. Okay. And we do have a importance of libraries and rule book, and this is a very important document you people can study, where how are these libraries are different from an Android framework or existing other frameworks, which you can learn from this documentation. And criteria to follow while designing a libraries, when you want to design reusable components, what kind of criteria you should follow, and what kind of learning you should have. There is a detailed documentation available for you. And then the documentation, what kind of documentation you need to do so that many people can use your library very effectively and usefully. Okay. And then creation of an Android library, how to create it, how to build it, and how to publish it. So there's a set of links are given to you, and they are available for you to learn. And all these also will be recorded, given as a trainings to the people. So I will encourage a lot of people to join and learn from these trainings, so that you can be more speed up your contributions in the community. Because if you start spending your own reading, it may take challenging time. So I encourage all the developers who are there in the meeting, please join these trainings, and you can find all the training schedules in from next week onwards on Slack channel or on Facebook or LinkedIn. We are trying to publish the information in all the channels. So hope you please register for all these trainings and please join, so that you can have a good learning. And we also are trying to prepare a detailed documentation library development guide for Android and HMOS. So this guide will have an extensive step-by-step, hand-holding instructions, where you can, what kind of prerequisites you need to have, and what is the initial architecture and comparison of Android and different platforms, so that when you develop libraries in one platform, how you can fastly develop another platform, so that you have a more contribution with a lesser effort. And an extensive documentation has been prepared by experts from the industry, We encourage people to go through this documentation. Again, trainings will be recorded on this documentation for your reference. So with that, this is a very simple path. It's not so complex. Build your basic capability, take a library, start coding, take the help from expert trainers and expert mentors who are available in the community. And we do make regular trainings in the community. Please join. And we also want to encourage a lot of contributors, and recognize their work. So we do are publishing a reward and recognition mechanism in this community. So we are going to have a applib, star, and applib, heroes and champions. Quarterly, annually, we are going to publish these highly contributing people, and we want to encourage the developers, testers, committers, and tool developers and documentation. In every area you're going to contribute, we are going to recognize all of you guys. We want to encourage the community to be more active and contributing. And so we would be introducing developer certification from this community. So people who contributes to few libraries and our mentors will check their work, and if they are good, and a certification will be allotted to them, which can be a good value for your career and for your resume. So we do believe that going forward, this applib developer certification will be a big value in the industry. So we encourage people to get this certification. And we are also going to sponsor to national and international events like HDG, Google I/O, and MWC, which is going to across the international places. So we encourage all the developers to try to get these passes, obviously based on your contributions and the active participation in the community. And we also want creating a platform in this community to open up internship for all the students, in MNCs. So as a first batch, the first batch of internship program has been launched from this community, and a lot of university students, more than 100 students have already appeared for the clearance exam. So obviously for the internship, people who are already contributing or want to contribute can take up this opportunity, and they get an internship opportunities from a lot of companies who are part of this community, and they will be happy to sponsor these internships so that you can learn more from the industry directly than from your university. And also opportunities to hold community key roles in different locations in your university or in your city. Obviously this is also from your contribution. People who are active, you will encourage them. And we do have a lot of merchandise which is going to come. We want to brand this community, and then we want to encourage all of you to be part of this community. And these rewards and recognitions are going to come from your friends, peer nomination. So we encourage other developers to nominate developers to so we want to make it very open, so that these rewards and recognition are not only concentrated in one place, but the peer nominations and technical panel members, they themselves can contribute, identify the people who are contributing, and then recognize them then and then, so that more and more contributors can be encouraged and actively participate in this community. So that's what from my side for today's discussion. I love to join you guys in more technical trainings coming up on teaching you guys an advanced topics, not only introductory topics. Just to give you another important point, even though we start few introductory trainings on Android and HMOS in the initial few weeks, but after that, we are going to bring a lot of industry experts to address advanced topics in Android, advanced topics in HMOS, advanced topics in iOS. So you can be assured that in this community you can learn a lot, from industry experts on advanced topics and building an advanced and solving your problems in your day-to-day life of work. If you are from industry, if you are working on these platforms, we encourage you to be part of this community. So you can post your challenges, what you're facing in your day-to-day work, and we would be helping you to solve this problem. We would be helping you to solve your current problems. And because we have a lot of expert in this community, they will it's not only in this library development, we encourage you to post any questions on Android, iOS, and HMOS. Maybe our experts from this community will be happy to address your question and support you. So thank you very much for listening to me, and that's all from my side. If any questions, I'm happy to take.